Hey, welcome everybody in BD Nation. We are going to get started with our monthly OMA training. If you need interpretation, you can always click on the interpretation right here down below and find this in your language. Hello and welcome to everybody here on Facebook. We're super excited today. What we're going to do is talk about how you can generate more leads than ever before using OMA, how you can create a great lead magnet and drive that traffic into your website to get people really, really excited. So that's going to be our topic for today. We're also going to show you a brand new feature on how you can create your domain with us here at OMA so that you can have whatever domain that you'd like, whether it be a .com or .info, so you can see it right there in the address bar, and just a few more features that we all love with OMA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started by sharing my screen. But if you want to generate more leads for your business, what I want you to do is drop it here in the chat, in the comment section, if you're watching us live on Facebook and you're excited to learn how you can do something to generate more leads for your business than ever before. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here with you all. And right now, what you're looking at is the inside of an OMA account. We're going to show you how you can build a brand new website and add something that we like to call a lead magnet, so that people who come to your website say, okay, this is amazing, I want to get it, let me put my information in, and you can have people use qualified leads and get those people raising their hand to say, yes, absolutely, I want this. So I'm going to go to the website section and click on Add New. And right here, you have templates that you can choose from to get started. So you can see here that this is a blank template. You can start with a capture page that has the headline to the left and your form to the right. Or you could start here with another capture page design that has a video up top and maybe your headline and form here at the bottom. And then you also have what we call a brand builder website. So you can talk all about you and share with your prospects or leads that come to visit your website a bit about you and what you do here. So you have these different templates that you can choose from to get started if you're ever at a loss and said, well, I need kind of a template to get rolling. But for me today, I'm going to start out with that blank template, and I'm going to show you how you can drag and drop and pull in features and also use a great headline and lead magnet to get your people interested. So what I do is I click on blank template, and right here in the business name, what I do is I name that business, and I'm just going to call this lead magnet generating leads. Okay. And for my website name, I'm going to do the exact same thing, right? Lead magnet generating leads. Okay. So right here, I have my language set to English. You can feel free to set your language if you'd like to. And here in the website URL, I can add whatever URL that I'd like to. So I'm going to say demo lead magnet OMA. Okay. So my URL, when I share it with someone, will be this entire URL so that they can come to that website. Later on in this training, what I will show you how to do is if you own a domain from a third-party vendor, if you use GoDaddy or something like that, and you own a domain, how you can resolve your link to that domain here as well. I'm just going to choose any category and subcategory here because this is going to be my lead magnet and I want to get started with building that page. So I'm going to click on next here, and you can see that right here inside of this page, we start from scratch. Like I said, there's different brand pages or different templates that you can start from, and you're more than welcome to do that. Inside of this section, before we even start building, you have different website settings that you can use. Okay, so when I pull up those website settings here, what I can do is I can see the website name, I can see that URL, and I can see the language is set to English. Now here where it says metadata, this title will come up when you share your website through Messenger or if you share your website through text message. So kind of like that little preview that you get to see when you have a website. So maybe you don't want to put lead magnet or generating leads. Maybe you're going to do top tips to help build your business. Okay. And I can share a description. I will share with you top tips to build your business online. Okay. Now we have a social share image. So this image will pop up during that preview when you send it into Messenger. So I'm going to add a social share image. Now you could always upload your image, or you can search a huge library of images. We have integrated here with Pixabay, and you can search for images if you'd like. I'm just going to do digital marketing here and click on search, and I can find a great image that I'd like to use, right, to get people interested. I'm actually going to choose this as my social share image and click on OK. So you're not really going to see it, but what's going to happen is if you send someone that link through Messenger or text, or maybe WhatsApp or Telegram, they're going to get a preview with that image shown. Okay. Now the Favicon is here as well. And basically the Favicon is, everybody has to get really, really close to their screen. It's this little symbol here at the top. It has like this little logo that you have, right? So you see this little logo, but you can change it if you have your very own image, right? Maybe you have your own logo image that you can share, and you don't really want this that'll hang out at the top of your page. So you could add that Favicon here, and you could upload your own, of course, or you can search here, and I'm just going to say logo, right? Maybe it's a dentist. Or maybe you have different logos that you want to share. I'm going to choose something simple so that you can see it. Maybe this one, right? I'm going to click on OK, and I'm going to save. I make sure that I save in between all the different changes that I make here. Okay. So I have that social share image. I have that Favicon that I want here as well. And now it's time for me to start building. When I want to start adding pages or building that page, what I'm going to do is click on this pencil to edit. Okay. So what I like to do is get people interested and really drive the eyeball to a website. Okay. So I usually start with some kind of scrolling text or scrolling text that will really grab the attention of someone. So what I do is I pull in a content section here, and I change the background to a really dark color so it will stand out. Okay, so I'm going to change that background here. And in the settings section, you can see that this is in the form of a container. So it kind of holds a section inside of that website. So it's kind of like in this container. Well, since I want the scrolling text to go completely across that website, what I want to do is change it to full width. And now you can see how it will change completely into that full width. And I'm just going to hit OK. Now there's great websites that you can pull in HTML codes to drive that scrolling text. And I'm going to share one of those with you right now. It's called quackit.com/HTML/code, right? So here I'm going to show you how you can add it. If you scroll down, there's a bunch of HTML codes that you can use. And one of my favorite is the scrolling text. Now, you don't have to be a programmer or super advanced in coding in order to do this. Anyone can. And I'm going to prove to you that anyone can just by changing a few simple things. Now you have all of the code that you need right here. And what we do is we come to this website, we choose which scrolling text we want to use, and we click on editor. Now, there's a bunch of text in here that you can see, but what I want to do is just change the color of this scrolling text. So I had that black background, and what I want to do is change it to red. So instead of this saying lime green, what I'm going to do is change the color to red. And I'm going to scroll down, and you can see how it says scrolling text, ... Well, I can put whatever text I want in this section here, okay? So what I'm going to promote is how to promote your business online in 3 easy steps. And I'm going to, for my scrolling text, say offer ends July 31st. Just like this, okay? So you just want to say offer ends July 31st to create that FOMO. And I'm going to click on run here. And you can see where the text now changed to offer ends July 31st. Like I said, you don't have to be an HTML coder or programmer. You just have to know how to copy and paste. If you can make those 2 simple changes, you can really grab the attention of your audience. So what I want to do is I want to get this entire thing, and I want to click on copy, right? So I have all of that code, and I just want to click on copy. I'm going to go back into my website builder here with OMA, and there's a little section that says code snippet. So I'm going to drag this code snippet section right into here, and I'm going to paste that code right inside of this section, and I'm going to click on OK, and you can see that it says offer ends July 31st. And I'm going to click on save here, right, so that people can see. And if I preview that website, all we see at the very, very top here is offer ends July 31st, right? So as soon as someone comes to our website, we get to see that top heading, but we also want to show them that offer and give them an attention grabbing background, right? And a form that they can fill out to get whatever lead magnet that we want. Now, what lead magnets do is they get people to get something for free on the other side while checking out our information. Okay, so if you've ever shot a video on social media, sharing with others business building tips, maybe you have a free ebook, a free workbook that you've created. Maybe you have a PDF that you can share, right? Something that you could type that's simple, that's easy. Your knowledge is worth something to others, right? You're always better than the person who hasn't gotten started yet. So you should always share your tips with them. It's great to go live on Facebook. This is one of my favorite things to do, is if I went live right now and I said, look, I'm going to give you top 3 tips to building your business online. And I shared tip number 1 and tip number 2 with you, but I held back tip number 3 and I said, go to this website to find out tip number 3, and you're going to opt in and get all of these secrets. People want to find out the secrets, and they want to find out what's on the other side. So it's great if you use your platform on social media, if you go live, if you share a post, if you share one tip, where they can get the rest of this information. And that's what we call a lead magnet. So I'm going to pull in another content section right under here. And in the style for that background, I'm actually going to change it to an image here. And I'm going to add that image, and I'm going to search, right? I'm going to search digital marketing. You could always upload your own image as well if you'd like, right? So I can scroll all the way down and find the image that speaks to me. Maybe it's somebody that's excited. Maybe it's somebody that's generating leads. Maybe it's somebody that's on the computer. Maybe it's somebody that looks like you, that you say, this is exactly what I'm looking for, okay? So I continue to scroll until I find what I want or something that's speaking to me, okay? I've seen a few that I really, really like, okay? Maybe I'll choose this person here, and you're not married to it. You can always change it, okay? So I'm gonna share this, and I'm not gonna change anything, although you don't see the complete image that's here, okay? Now, what I have is the opportunity to go over here and decide how to split up this section, okay? So here, I'm going to leave this section blank, and really what I want to do is work in this section to kind of pull people's attention to. Okay, so I'm just going to click on OK, and you're going to see this while it builds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a great headline here to the top, and I'm going to say something like, learn how to promote your business online in 3 easy steps. Okay, so learn how to promote your business online in 3 easy steps. Now we have a lot going on in the background, and we're going to shade that out here too, and maybe change this text to white and decide how we want to share it here. So maybe I put it on one line. You can change every font if you'd like in here as well. Can maybe go Oswald if I want to. I can change to different fonts if I'd like. I'm a big fan of Poppins or something that kind of looks like our text here. There's Quicksand that people like, and I can bold that font here as well. I'm going to stick with this Quicksand font here. I feel like that bubble kind of lettering goes with this background. And what I'm actually going to do is see how it looks in white. And I'm going to change this section's background here. So even though you see that section, I'm going to change it to image, and I'm going to do like a quick overlay. Okay. So even though you have that in the background, I want that wording to stand out. So I'm going to leave it as learn how to promote your business online in 3 easy steps. And I'm going to click on OK. Now, I also want to add what people will get, and you can do this with your lead magnet here as well. And in the subheading section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a great title or headline to have somebody say, okay, this is what I want. Now, I know that right here, you probably can't really see it. So I'm going to go and make some changes to it here, just so that you're able to read that font. Okay, there we go. So that everybody can read it. I'm going to change it to Quicksand here and maybe even put it in, well, I'm just going to go regular, nothing like doing it live, right? So I'm going to say something like, navigating the internet and social media can be difficult when it comes to promoting your product or brand. Learn how people just like you are getting results in 3 easy steps. Just enter your info and the secrets will be revealed. Now, if you have that content that you can share, that lead magnet, remember, if you went on live on social media and you shared 2 things, sometimes we give all the information away without asking people for an opt-in. This can show you how you can take that person right from social media, build your list, and start promoting to them if you share some great content with them. Okay, so you can say just enter your info and the secrets will be revealed. I'm going to click on OK. And what I like to do here is I may even add a countdown timer that will get people really excited, right? So here inside of that style section in that background, change to image here. Let's see if I can overlay this to that 0.7 that we have here. And I'm going to go to content. And I said that this offer ends July 31st. So I can go right in here to my calendar. I can end it July 31st. I can do something like 11:59. You can create that timer right in here, right? PM, okay? I can select my time zone where I want it to end. I'm in the New York time zone, okay? I can choose to display seconds, and I can hide the countdown timer, or I can display a message when it's over, like offer ends, sorry you missed it, check back later, right? Because you want to create that fear of missing out, or I can just hide the countdown timer here. Now I can also change those numbers if I want to really pop off of that page, right? So I can change those to white. I can even change the font if I want to. I can change the hour, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. Remember, if I change the language inside of my website, I can also show this in different languages, Spanish, English, French, German, Spanish, right? That days, hours, minutes, seconds. And I can even change it if I have a different ending message here, but this creates that fear of missing out with your people, right? I highly recommend, if you're giving any kind of content on social media, there's always a time to hold something back and say you can get the rest of this info here. Okay, so we're going to create that countdown timer. And what I want to do here is create some spacing here, maybe like 30, just so I have some space between this and the countdown timer. Now, I also want to create a form for people to get started, get signed up, get their lead magnet, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add a customer form here, and I'm going to change the style, of course, and that section background. I'm going to do the exact same thing and create that 0.7, right? So it kind of lines up here with everything else. And I can add whatever I like, and you can really see that picture coming to life here in the background as we continue to add this content. So here in the content section, I can ask for name and email, and we've had an upgrade to these forms, which has been pretty amazing. So you can add different things like text fields, check boxes, name, email, radio buttons, large text box, or a drop down. So if you want to qualify those leads, if you want to see what people are interested in, maybe offer a training or something, you can do that here as well. And just for this demonstration, I want to show you what a checkbox looks like. And I'm going to click on add here, and I can label it, right? In training. Okay, we're going to make sure that we change that text here, text color, but this says I'm interested in training, and they can check the box if they are. I'm looking for an online coach. I can add that. I can continue to add those check boxes to see what people are interested in. Okay, I can even add here phone number. I can click on add, and I can pull it right here, right? And I can edit it as well. I'm going to do phone number. And in that placeholder text, I can say enter your phone number. Okay, so you can see it kind of appear in this section as well, right? And then the button will be like free download. Okay, so here in the style, what I'm able to do here is make sure that everybody sees all of the text. So I have that form layout that I can do, 1 or 2 columns, right? I can do that form label. I can change this to white. See how it will change here. That field text, if I want to, I'm gonna change this to white here. So my name, phone number, and you can see I'm interested in training. I'm looking for an online coach, right? In the field section, you can see that background color, but I can change it if I wanted to, really make it kind of pop, or I can come over here and make it red or even green if I wanted to, just so that it kind of stands out, if that's what I want to do. Even the border color, if I want to make it really white and round those corners out, right, to make those stand out if I want to. Even the button, right, my button here, I can change that color if I want to red, if I want someone to stop and say download that book right now, right? Giving them that information. I can change the radius of that button, really curve it out. See how I kind of curved it out down here if I want to, and I can do a bunch of stuff with that. I'm just going to leave that, and I can make the button bigger or smaller if I choose to. Okay, so here inside of that section, radio buttons and check boxes, I can even change this if I want to and go complete red, or I can kind of keep that money green if I want to. Okay, so if I click on OK, you can see all the sections that I've added. I'm going to click on save, and even inside of this section, if I want to go full width, right, make that box really stand out, or I can container it. Now what I have here is I'm going to save and preview this website here, and you can see right at the top, I have this offer ends July 31st. You can't miss it. I have my great big form. I have my wonderful person sitting in here. I have a great background, and I have something that grabs your attention. Learn how to promote your business online in 3 easy steps. Navigating the internet and social media can be difficult when it comes to promoting your product or brand. Learn how people just like you are getting results in 3 easy steps. Just enter your info and the secrets will be revealed. And I have that countdown timer that says this offer is going to end. You can even add that here. Enter your name, enter your email, enter your phone number, and then they can check whatever box they're interested in if they are interested in learning more, and click the button for their free download. Okay? Everybody learning quite a bit here in OMA. Make sure that you're putting it here in the Facebook chat as well, or drop me a one here in the comments, because you can build amazing websites here with OMA, and those forms just got better. And that addition of that countdown timer can really help you in generating those leads if you follow this process, okay? Like I said, we tend to give it all away. And if I did this to you right now, if I said, look, I have even more to share with you, but if you come back, if you go to this page, if you redirect people to a certain website without always giving away all of the information, you can generate more leads than ever before with that simple lead magnet and forms like this that look beautiful, promoting what you do, okay? This is as simple as, if you have that free download, in that button action, you can create a redirect URL. You can have them call or phone, or you can download a PDF. So here I'm going to upload what I use in order to generate leads, right? I've created an ebook. I can click on it and I can say the ultimate guide, right? And here I have the ultimate guide to building your network marketing business. I click on it. That PDF is uploaded here, and I'm going to share with you exactly what happens to your lead. Okay, so that lead would come and they would preview your page here. It's beautiful. They can even have that scrolling text here at the top. Offer ends July 31st. Enter my name, enter my email address, enter my number. And I can come in here and say, I'm interested. I'm looking for an online coach. I really want that free download. This is absolutely amazing. So here inside, what you'll have is that download that goes, this is my demo account, but you'll go right to that download and it'll pop open this here for you. I'm going to give you a kind of a sneak peek into what happens here. So I'm going to open up that free download so that you can see it. That gets downloaded for you. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Well, it's not shown on this page, but you know. So what people would get would be, for me, they would get this free download right here so that they can get access to whatever you want them to have, right? If you build a great business, or if you have a video or whatever, they can access that on your page, or just using that free download button here. Okay, so we're going to continue to go back to sharing, and this is great, right? So we're learning on how we can generate leads using OMA. And what I want to share with you is how many people have their own .com, right? So I'm just going to click on save here. I'm going to hide this so we can always see it and come back to it. But I'm going to save and exit. And here, let me go back to my last to first. And you can see, look, there's our social share image, right? And our URL is demo lead magnet oma.now.site. Okay, so it's demo lead magnet oma.now.site. If I go inside of my contact section, right, I can see that lead magnet generating leads. If I open it, I can see that lead's name, their email address, their phone number that they subscribed and when they joined. And I can also see, I am interested in training. Yes, true. I am looking for an online coach. True. So you can find out just what they filled in. Okay. If they are interested, right? Right there in your contact section from your website. Now, we have demo lead magnet oma.now.site, but some of us own our own domains, okay? Now, if you've ever bought a domain from GoDaddy or any other domain builder, what I want you to do is make sure that you drop a 2 here in the comments. How many people have owned a domain before, right? Like I own CherylCoco.com, right? It doesn't go to anything right now, but you own a.com. Okay, let me see here in the chat. How many people own a.com, right? That they love to use. Maybe it's their name or they bought one before. It's great. And when we go here, look, you can see at the top, right? That Favicon has changed, but we have demo lead magnet oma.now.site. Well, what you can do right now here is you can go into something called your domain manager, and you, if you own a domain, can connect it to a website. Okay, so this is a domain name that I own. I'll show you my product section that I own in GoDaddy. So this is inside of my GoDaddy account. I always love when I just share the inside of my like private accounts here with you all live. But you can see that I own brandmakers.live, and I'm going to come and show you. It says brandmakers.live. Okay, so what happens when I go to brandmakers.live here, right? Here you can see, right, a very similar page than we've built here today, right? We have that very similar page that we've built here today. And so you know that it was built through OMA, right? So you can see brandmakers.live right at the top. It says brandmakers live. There's no .now.site here at the end. We own this domain name, right? So you can see it, okay? Super exciting, right? Okay, so if you own that domain name, right, you can make sure that it shows up here in the address bar. I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to do, right? So if I go back and I show you new website, .now.site, if I own that here, I can kind of, right? So they look exactly the same. I want you to pay attention to this address bar. You can tell that we've built it with OMA, and here it's exactly the same, but you only see right here that you own that domain name, okay? You can see we've changed the Favicon here as well. So I'm gonna show you exactly what you can do and use add an external domain. So under products, I'm showing you some of the domains that I own, of course, so that you can see it right here live, just showing the inside of my account, okay? So I want to see if there's something that I can use here, maybe. I don't know. I'll use like royalty uplink fee, whatever, this .com that I have, okay? So what I do is if I'm inside of my GoDaddy account, I'm going to click on this and click on manage, right? And everybody has, you can see royaltyspecialoffer.com. If I scroll down here, there's a section, and this is in every domain builder ever. I'm just showing you inside of GoDaddy, right? So if I click on manage DNS, you can see here, well, this one is kind of changed, so not a good one to share. I want to show you one that's parked. So let me just go back here for just a second. Nothing like showing you the inside of my account. So here, I'm going to go and say maybe royalty calendar. No, free royalty. Okay, let's check this one here that I have. All right, manage DNS. And you can see where it says parked, okay? So we're going to use this .com, let's say, and it says parked here. So I'm going to copy this right here, copy. And here I'm going to add an external domain, and I'm going to put my domain name here. And which now.site website would you like it to connect it to? And I can scroll down to the one that I want to use and click on save. Now it says that you can change your A record here. So all I do is something really simple. I copy this value here, right? I go back into my domain manager, and where it says parked, I click the edit button and it says points to parked. Instead, I just change it to this address here and I click on save, and I can come back and click close, and it will say pending. It takes less than 24 hours. Say 24 hours, but it takes less than 24 hours. And then you can start sharing freeroyaltyapp.com, and it will actually appear just like the others here above. So if you own a.com, you can change that now.site website, right? Just like we did here for Brand Makers Live. And as soon as this is verified, it takes just a few hours, you would be able to share that .com, which would point to your now.site that you've built here with us at OMA. So really, really simple. If you want to share it, make it really easy for you to share your domains, or if you have a domain name to use. So I just want to make sure that everybody's with me. If you have that .com, it's really simple, really easy, right, to use. And we have these incredible forms that you can use with us here at OMA. So I just want to kind of go back and share with you all what we learned today and where you can go grab some of the amazing tools that we've used here, okay? So what I wanted to share with you is how you can create an amazing lead magnet with OMA, how you can get people interested, how you can generate more leads for your business. If you ever share some content on social media, or you create your own content, ebooks, workbooks, PDF, and so on, you can add them simply here in OMA and generate leads for your business and get people interested. I'm going to click on edit here so you can see what we've done at the top is added a great scrolling text block so that it can grab someone's attention right away, create that fear of loss. This offer ends July 31st. And where we grabbed that at was using scrolling text from quackit.com. Here, anybody can go to quackit.com and you can use their scrolling text editor. Remember, we make it really, really simple. All you have to do is change two things here, and that is your color, if you choose to do so, and then the text that comes right here at the end. Copy and paste it here, and you have an incredible scrolling text code snippet that you can use to add to your website that will really make it pop and jump off of the page, okay? What we also did here was added a great capture form here, right? So we have this great background that we've used. We have created that kind of image background to make the form really stand out with our headline and subheadline. We've even added a countdown timer to create that fear of loss here. Okay, it's almost over. Here's the name, here's the email address and the phone number. And you can even add check boxes, radio buttons, just by adding it in here and create that free download for everybody. So the forms are pretty amazing. They've had quite a huge upgrade, and I think they really, really stand out here. So this is a great way to generate those leads. Remember, once you generate those leads, you can find them right there inside of your contact section. When you go to lead magnet, right? You can find all of the people that have opted in there, and you can even see the answer to their questions inside of the contact section. So if you've asked any questions or added any buttons on that form, you'll find it right here. Also, here inside of your profile or under websites, you can find a domain manager, and you can add an external domain if you'd like. So if you own a domain from GoDaddy or any other domain provider, we make it really simple and easy for you to add your .com so that it points to that now.site without anybody ever knowing that you're using a .now.site if you choose to do so, just like we did here with brandmakers.live. Okay, same thing. They will actually see this website that you've built in OMA, but only see the domain that you've carried through. Okay, remember when you build those websites, just some quick, simple, easy tips. When you edit them inside of the website settings, you can create a website name, your URL that you can change, and also some great metadata. What's the title? What's the description to get people interested when you share on social media, right? Do you have that social share image that's uploaded? And if you have a great logo, you can have a favicon that will show up just like you have here, right? If you wanted to change that favicon, you can see it here as well. Maybe you have a great logo or something that you want to stand out. So this is a way to generate more leads for your business. I want to say, if you're sharing anything on social media, if you're giving out business tips, creating an ebook, going live on social media to share your tips, one of the things that you can do to generate more leads is share just a little bit and tell people where they can go to find out the rest, right? Build great websites just like this one, capture your leads information in a professional setting, and have more people than ever before interested in what you do. And if you have that external domain, you can add that here as well. I know there was a question here on SMS. I know that will be added or will be available very, very shortly, and I'll keep you all updated as to when you can add SMS and create great SMS campaigns. We've also done some great trainings on email campaigns and other website buildings, adding great buttons and so on for our trainings. And it's always very, very excited to give me the opportunity to share with each and every one of you. And I hope that you all learned something today. And I hope that you go out there and generate those leads for your business. Remember, you can share your content online, and content is king, but marketing is queen, and she runs the household. So make sure that when you're sharing that content, you have something to market, something for your people to go back to, and build your list and continue to build your list using OMA and generate those leads.